Football, football, football. It's a sport.
Oh man. It's like, wait a second. You're supposed to do the footballs at the end, but I like what you did there.
Yeah, I try my best. I like to keep things spicy in this old marriage of ours. So
Hmm.
last we left, I was at 32 points, and you were at 56.
Stadium
Boo!
pulse.
I think we still had to do the Chiefs and Commanders game from last week. I had the Chiefs by 12, and you said the Commanders by 3.
Did I really?
Yeah. I think it's because you were like,
I
I
chose the
don't.
Commanders?
That's what my notes say.
That's crazy. I'm a fool. The Chiefs won.
I think it was your you had the old I don't like Taylor Swift going.
Oh. All right. So then week 9.
Ravens Dolphins. I had Dolphins at 3 and you had Ravens by 7.
Yeah, Ravens won by a lot.
Fuck.
It was 28-6.
Fucking gosh darn it. Nevermore.
Lamar came back and was like, all right, I gotta make up for some games here.
Yeah. The 49ers or the Giants. I had 49ers by 8, you had them by 10.
It was Niners by 10,
Fuck.
34-24.
Chargers or the Titans. I had Titans because I was like Donald Faison's gonna have a game by 6 and you had Chargers by 14.
Chargers won by 7.
Fuck. You had Vikings Lions. I had Vikings by 10. You had Lions by 10,000.
This one shocked me. The Vikings won by 3. Rein it in, buddy.
Falcons versus the Patriots. I had Patriots by 3, and you said Tom Brady's playing. Patriots by 7.
Patriots won by 1.
Tom Brady must have had a bad game. Colts Steelers. I had Colts by 10. You had Colts by 12.
Steelers by 7.
Broncos, Texans. JJ Watt was gonna have a good game. I had Texans by 7. You had Broncos by 14.
Broncos won by 3.
Damn. Come on, JJ. You'll never get in the Hall of Fame that way. Bears, Bengals. I had Bears by 14. You had the Bengals by 3. No, you had the Bears by 3.
Bears won by 2.
Nice.
The highest scoring game of the week. It was 47-42.
Who needs defense? Am I right?
Joe Flacco had the best game of his career.
Nice.
4,000-year-old Joe Flacco.
Hey hey, man, that just gives us hope that, you could be a quarterback someday and I could be a fucking tight end.
Absolutely.
I remember our old teacher, Mr. Canfield, used to talk about my tight end all the time. Okay, Panthers versus Packers. We both had Packers. You had my 7, I had my 12. Sorry, guys. I think I killed Jake.
Oh boy. At no point did I know where that was going. Okay. Repeat that, please.
Panthers, Packers. I had them Packers by 12. You had them by 7.
We are fools. The Panthers won by 3.
Fuck. Okay. Saints, Rams. We were both like, sorry, trust. So we both chose Rams. I had them by 8. You had them by 14.
Yeah, they won 34-10.
All right. The Jags versus the Raiders. You had Jags by 10. I had them by 16.
Jags won by 1 point.
Damn. Raiders fans, if you're listening, please come on this podcast. We have some questions. Mostly, why? Chiefs, Bills. I had Bills by 3. You had them by 7.
Bills by 7.
Oh, shit.
That's two I called on the money.
It is. You need to be betting on these games.
Yeah, right.
Seahawks versus Commanders. I had Seahawks by 8. You're like, Seahawks by 7.
Seahawks won by 24.
All right, so that's a point for old Casey. And then
Dude, hold
Cardinals.
real quick. So last year, the Vikings, they had like the best or second best record in the league. Uh, their backup quarterback that they signed because their rookie superstar got injured, balled out, had a crazy year. Then I think they went out first round of the playoffs. The Vikings were like, we got to get rid of this guy that led our team so far for our rookie superstar. The Seahawks pick him up. They're like 6 or 7-1, maybe seven
Yeah,
and two. It's just
jeez.
like you guys picked wrong.
Yeah,
Like I understand like you kind of have to put all your eggs in the rookie superstar basket, but it's like it would be a terrible place to be in to make that kind of decision.
yeah. But I
Because
mean,
he's having a crazy awesome year this year too.
it kind of sounds par for the course for Vikings, though, the way Clint makes it sound.
Mhm.
And last up, it's a fucking baseball team versus Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
And that is still happening.
Yep.
And so far the Cardinals are winning 27-10.
Drug test Mark McGuire. Because we both had Cowboys. You had him by 10, I had him by 6.
Yeah. There's 12 minutes left. They'd have to pull some crazy shit like in the Bears game for that to win.
Well, there's a little guy called Dak Prescott on the Cowboys, so
Yeah, I know.
anything's possible. You just listen
Yeah.
to Stephen A too much because he's just like, Dak Prescott is a cancer on his American football.
I wouldn't go that far, but he's not the guy. He's just not the guy. All right, week 10, we've got Raiders at the Broncos.
Broncos. Um, 15.
Ooh, I was gonna say Broncos by 14.
Fucking, you just love to be Price is Right with this shit.
You are way worse about it than I am, sir.
Dude, I normally do my numbers first most of the time. Sir.
Falcons at Colts.
Oh, we already know the fucking Falcons are gonna lose. It's all Colts, man. 7.
I'm going Colts by 10. By the way, I wanted to say this too about the Bengals. So the Bengals gave the Jets their only win of the season, right?
Hmm.
They scored like 38 that game and lost. And then the very next week, they go up against the Bears, score 42 and lose. Like, that's got to be very
Yeah.
demoralizing.
It's like J Joey Flax is just like, I'm doing everything I can, guys.
He is.
And it's like, just please get a stop for the love of God.
I know. It's like, I'm glad that he's like kind of having this last hurrah.
Hmm.
But boy, it's too bad it's on the Bengals.
Hmm.
All right. Anyway, um, Browns at the Jets. The old poop off.
I'm gonna go Browns by 3.
Yeah, I'll go Browns by 7. Oof.
You remember Benjamin Button?
Hmm.
I hated that movie, but the part that made me like in the commercials and even like in the movie itself just made me laugh just because of how stupid it is when he like talks to the little girl as like an old man as an old man child. Like, how old are you? He's like 7, but I look a lot older. Ah,
That's how
it's
you
so
got to say
dumb.
7 every time.
I know.
All right. Saints at the Panthers.
Ooh, it's Drew Brees versus the Panthers.
Come on, you
Like,
can't think of one Panthers player.
no. Oh, I know. Patty Panther.
Come on, you know Cam Newton, right?
I know the name, but is he related to the Fig Newton guy?
Dude, shut the fuck up. I will end this podcast right now.
No, he was like Cam Newton was also like what on the was he on like the Patriots for a hot second too?
Was he? I thought he
I
was
don't
just a
fucking know.
Panther.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go with Cam Newton's Fig Newton Panthers by 6.
Yeah, he was on the Patriots for 1 year,
Okay.
but he was on the Panthers for like 8 or 9 years. Anyway, you said Panthers by what?
6.
I'm going Panthers by 14.
Oh, damn. You don't think Drew's got it anymore, huh?
No, I think they've won 2 games this year. All right, Patriots at the Buccaneers.
Oh, we both know what we want to, who we're rooting for, the old Pirates.
I think this will be a pretty good game, though. I'll still go Bucks by 12.
Bucks by 12, and I'm gonna go Bucks by 7.
That's probably the more realistic answer, but let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Ravens at the Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings. 32. I have a feeling you're gonna choose the Ravens.
Ooh.
That's one of the reasons why I went that route.
I mean, if I were smart, I'd pick the Vikings, but I am going to pick the Ravens. Derrick Henry is going to run for 400 yards,
Ah, not
and
Derrick Henry.
you've never heard of Derrick Henry before, have you?
Nope.
I'll say Ravens by 7.
All right.
7.
But it's gonna look like a lot more.
The Bills at the Dolphins. You want to pick Dolphins so
I
bad.
do. But I'm gonna go with the Williams by like 18.
Oh man. I'll say Bills by 15. The New York Giants at the Chicago Bears.
Gonna go Bears. I'm not gonna give them very much benefit of the doubt though with the score wise. I'm gonna go like 3, like 50 to 53.
Dude, their defense is usually completely fine. I don't know what the fuck was
Yeah.
happening in Cincinnati. I'll go Bears by 7.
See you.
7. The Jags at the Texans. Jesus, just get it over with.
Um, like there's this little player. I don't know if you heard me talk about him before. He's pretty good. His name's JJ motherfucking Watt. Texans gonna take the Jags to the woodshed. And JJ's gonna be waiting there with the belt saying, "Come here, you old kitty cat," and just be spanking their behind. Texans
Okay.
by 12.
And I'm going Jags by 10. Ooh, the Jags yesterday set the NFL record for the longest field goal.
Oh, nice.
Any
Well,
guesses?
73 yards.
I didn't know if you'd be close or not with your guess. I didn't know if you'd go real silly with it, but it
No,
was 68.
okay. I mean, that's one of those ones where it's like it kind of sucks because like once you get someone that can finally do it like the full length, it's like, well, that's the record.
Yeah, I don't know that's 60. It'll be beat for a while, but who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows? All right. Cardinals at the Seahawks.
Battle of the Birds.
Mhm.
Only one of these birds plays football, as far as I know. So Seahawks it is.
Yep.
By 7.
I'm going Seahawks by 14. Oh, also, I don't remember where he was at the very end of the game, but in the third quarter, Sam Darnold, the Seahawks quarterback, had only thrown three incomplete passes.
Damn.
Like his percentage was crazy high.
Yeah.
Just like, man.
It's like when I play the football game on my phone.
He's probably thinking, he's like, man, I play just as well as Casey does on his phone.
Yeah. It's like, oh, like you mean like a normal football game? Like, no, no, no. Retro football. It's a little game for Casey's phone. I sometimes watch him over his shoulder.
You're just really good friends with Sam Darnold.
No, it's really fucking annoying. It messes me up.
Mm.
Like, get out of here, Sam Darnold. He's like, nope, bye.
All right, Lions at the Commanders.
I also tell him, hey, tell Dak I said hi. He's like, I don't talk to him. I'm gonna go Lions by 3.
I'm going Lions by 20.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Commanders sucked that bad.
Well, they're normally like middle of the road, but their quarterback dislocated his elbow and is out indefinitely.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, that means we can get a job.
Yeah, maybe. Join
Like,
join the, walk on the practice squad or
yeah,
whatever, dude.
like, hey, I hear you guys are looking for an old QB. It's like, oh, did you play any? No, never in my life. But like, how hard could it be to just toss around the old pigskin? Am I
The
right, guys?
old pigs.
Like, it's just flicking around the old foreskin. Am I right, fellas?
Jesus, dude. What did you like have some sugar before the podcast or
I mean, I
what?
did, but I did, but I kind of just like the fact that like I'm by myself all day, stuck in this old tractor or new tractor. I'm just going back and forth, be like, I'm gonna be a fucking maniac tonight.
And that you are. All right, we got the SHS Rams at the 49ers.
Speaking of the SHS Rams, remember how we had the cheer cheer for purple and white? That fucking song.
Mhm.
I was like, man, this is so weird when I'd hear that same tune for other bands. Like, they stole our song. I'm going
Oh,
Rams though. You doing 49ers or you cheering on our alma mater?
I
And
am gonna go 49ers because both teams I've one 6-2 and one is 6-3. So I think that's gonna be a pretty damn good game.
Rams are winning by 49 points.
49ers are winning by 69 points.
Oh, nice.
Steelers at the Chargers.
Well, this is a fun one because you're always stealing someone's phone charger. Am I right?
What?
Because you're always stealing someone's phone charger. Am I right?
Make your fucking pick, you weirdo.
I'm going Steelers.
Boy, you are an Aaron Rodgers believer, aren't you?
Dude, I'm an Aaron Rodgers believer.
It doesn't really work here, but all right.
Oh, baby, 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 it does.
I'm going Chargers by 10.
Then Steelers by 74.
Did you see it would have been last Sunday, the Steelers like throwback uniforms?
Mm-mm.
Ugliest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. And then this week the Packers did it and they were terrible.
Really?
It's just like the Packers, it was just poop brown, just poop from a butt.
But Packers are green and yellow.
I know.
And haven't their jerseys kind of been the same for forever? Like, it's not like basketball.
Well, I don't know. This is probably like from fucking 1939 or some shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was bad. All right. Final game, Eagles at the Packers.
Eagles are gonna win.
I think so too.
So Eagles by 6.
Eagles by 7.
Fucking cunt.
Although since the Packers lost and the Vikings beat the Lions, the entire NFC North is like 5-3 now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So that means the Bears are gonna be in the Super Bowl this year then, right?
We'll see. Their schedule's not too tough, but who knows?
Gonna be in the Super Bowl against old Indianapolis Colts.
They could technically.
Yeah. I mean, they have in the past. I watched that Super Bowl with you.
Yeah, but I don't really remember who won, so
Yeah.
let's just
I
move
mean,
on.
I think the real winner was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely was. All right, ready?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Worlds Podcast. I'm Jake, and with me, as always, is the Chicago Bears to my stress-induced heart attack. It's Casey. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Oh, just just riding the high of another Bears W.
Old is the Bears father HW?
Sure.
Get it?
No, I get it.
Yeah. Because like the presidents.
No, I get it.
Who would the White Sox be their Jeb?
Probably so. All right, we do have a YouTube comment. It comes from one Mr. Gerblaw. He says, for my Fantastic Four, since Casey stole my Hellfire Club story, I'm
Really
going
good
with
one.
one. I'm paraphrasing, but this one time, Venom and Wolverine got into a bar fight, and Venom was saying something to the effect of, I took down Spider-Man. And Wolverine was like, You're bragging about beating up Spider-Man? Isn't he like 12? That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Two, it's kind of dumb, but in Street Fighter versus X-Men, Akuma's whole thing is he wants to beat Wolverine. So the toughest guy in Street Fighter, whose entire thing is fighting the toughest guys, singled out Wolverine as the guy to beat. That's also pretty cool.
Hmm.
Three, once when he was leader of the X-Force, Wolfsbane was injured, and Wolverine felt really bad about it. And X-23 was like, why she got hurt? Because, wait, what? Why she got hurt is because she was weak. And Wolverine slapped her and said something to the effect of, people like you and me exist so that people like her don't have to be like people like you and me. I wonder which X-Force that would have been.
Not sure.
I wonder if that was the Nick, let me know. Was that the Chris Yost one maybe?
Might have been because I think it was a black suit one.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, that would have been right before Remenders.
yeah.
And then number four. So right as Wolverine got his healing factor back, but before he got his adamantium back, they were doing experiments on him to see if it was working, but he doesn't do well with labs, as we all know. So he took off in the middle of it. Then he goes on a little adventure involving a drunk driver who he gets hit by and then saves. Then, after which, he picks up a beer can, pops it open, and takes a swig. Back at the lab, his 3D projection was mimicking what he was doing, and Beast says, Huh, that's the first time I've seen him do that from this angle. That's awesome. You guys have read so much more Wolverine than me.
I mean, I think he's probably read the most because like that was his favorite for a while when we were little shitlins.
Yeah, well, it's a good favorite to have.
Hmm. All right, man. You just want to get in the old news?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. So I'll just do my two really quick and we'll, you know, hop into all your stuff. So this should have been last. We should talk about it last week, but I kind of forgot. But IDW's killing off Godzilla in 2026. And then one of the fun things though is Dan Jurgens is going to be doing one of the covers for it, and it's going to have like a little little cape and dead Godzilla on the cover. So like if that's a variant, I will pay up for that one because that'd be fun. And then we got a first teaser trailer. It's not much. Like it's like a teaser trailer for Godzilla minus zero. We got this sequel to minus one and the logo. It's people kind of pointed this out. I didn't really notice it because I was in the tractor at first, but they the logo is a bit different. Like the minus zero, like the way it looks, it kind of looks like the instead like because it still looks the same, but when you kind of look at it, they're like it looks like a girl praying, which it's like very well could be a girl because if you remember what happened at the end of Godzilla minus one, it's gonna be upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm into it.
I don't really see that in this logo.
It's one of those things where they did like the red highlights so you can kind of see like how like the front of it's her two hands and then the hair is behind it, all that stuff. And it's like when you see it, you're like, oh, I do see it. It's like when that picture of the old lady and then the babe, and like you see it one way, then whenever someone finally points out, like, oh no, the babe's gone. Now it's the soul to hag. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I just saw what you were looking at with the highlights. I can see it. Yeah, should be dope.
Yeah,
Should be dope. Okay. I can see how you missed that last week. We just had so much news we were
I
talking
know.
about that it just slipped past us. All right. Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom and David Tinto are doing a Fall of Ultraman one shot in February 2026 to end Marvel's Ultraman saga.
Yeah, you beat me to that one because I was actually gonna type that one out, and I was like, you bastard. And I was like,
You read
sorry,
all that
Jake.
though, so how do you feel?
I mean, I was wondering if they were gonna actually give it a proper ending because it really kind of didn't have one. So like, I'm excited that it's gonna get something. I just think it's gonna kind of be like how it felt after that first bit of Ultraman that we got, like the first arc or whatever. And it's gonna probably be, not cared for very much by anyone that's not Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom and the artist.
Hmm.
Because that's kind of how it seems. It's just like they really like it. Marvel doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, you know.
Right. Grant Morrison and Steve Yowell are going to reunite for more Sebastian O at Vertigo in 2026.
Oh, really?
O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly's.
Yeah, so
Pay
I
us.
I've not read any Sebastian O. The art just doesn't look like my cup of tea personally,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't really know anything about this title, so
me neither.
yeah, I guess
Let us know down
apparently,
below. Are you guys excited about it?
yeah. If you read Sebastiano, let us know what it's about. We don't want to
Yeah.
Google it.
If your first name's Sebastian, let us know too. You don't even talk about the comic book. You just be like, I'm actually a Jamaican speaking lobster or crab. I don't remember. If you're either of those, that'd be pretty sweet though.
Moving right along, we're getting a new Punisher ongoing, not just these mini series like Red Band, and that's going to be written by Ben Percy. So,
This
AC, you like Punisher and Ben Percy. Is that something you're into?
I like Benjamin Percy more than I do Punisher, and I am because like he's doing that Punisher book I'm reading now. So I just had assumed I was like that's weird. Like I thought that was just gonna be the new continuation book because it
Which one is it Red Band that he's doing?
uh-huh
Oh,
or
okay.
it's the mature mature one. So
Right, because the other one's Jimmy.
yeah, and then Jimmy, I think it's Jim. I think the other one's Jimmy, but then Jimmy's also doing the Punisher Daredevil book that's gonna be out
Hmm.
soon. So
Yeah. All right. Scarlet Witch has been confirmed to be the new Sorcerer Supreme. A comic titled Sorcerer Supreme is coming soon. She's going to face challenges from Agatha Harkness and Mommy Pryor. I'm probably going to read it. It's going to be by Steve Orlando, and I haven't read his entire Scarlet Witch. I'll say saga because they just relaunch it every few issues or whatever. But what I read, I liked.
yeah.
And, you know, since Doctor Strange is still going to be doing his Asgard stuff, which I'm excited for, it's like, yeah, okay. Scarlet Witch makes sense post Doom doing his stuff. So I'm actually kind of excited for it, especially if we get some cool Limbo stuff with Madeline.
I just my th whole thing, and it's one of the things I don't like about Scarlet Witch, like mainly just her, is like her powers are just not well defined at all.
Hmm.
So it's like she's a witch mutant. It's like okay, it's like does she do magic? It's hex bolts and reality warping. It's like doesn't really sound like Sorcerer Supreme material to me.
Sounds like she can do whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah, it's like this kind of sounds like it's whatever the writers want her to do. Yeah, pretty much.
Can't the same be said for just about anyone, though?
No. Moving along.
All right. Jeb Zdarsky announces he's doing Marvel's 2026 event, which is called Armageddon. And this he promises to reshape the Avengers like Avengers Disassembled did.
Oh, cool.
So, am I going to read it? No, I'm not.
Yeah. Um, but speaking of Armageddon, one time I planned out, and this was a bad idea, but I was like, I'm gonna do a really big arm day. I wrote my workout arm in all capital letters, again in smaller letters. Had lots of curls.
I like the play on words.
Yeah. I do little things just to spice it up just for me.
All right. That is it for the news, my friend.
Are you guys gonna check out Armageddon? Do you guys want me to try to find in my old workout notebooks my Armageddon workout? Would you want to do it with me? Could be fun.
Gym meetup. All right, man. What'd you read this week?
All right, I didn't have a lot. I don't know about you, but I had the old Runaways issue 5, Imperial issue 4, Orla issue 3, Batman and Robin Year 1 issue 12, and Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween issue 10 of 10.
I had the Mortal Thor #3, last week's Absolute Wonder Woman 13, all news Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider #3, Black Cat #3, Batman and Robin Year 1 #12, and Last Halloween #10.
You didn't do Orla this time?
That was from last week.
Oh shit. I didn't know it was from last week.
Remember last week when I talked about it?
No, I don't listen to you.
Clearly, clearly you don't. Did
Well,
you like it?
yeah, I did. It was good. I'm not going to talk about it now, though. Old news.
No kidding. All right.
So maybe our listeners don't listen to you either.
Does anybody listen to us at all, period?
I mean, I think Hallie does.
Well, that's
I
something.
She's got her Zune downstairs and her headphones in. I'm like, what do you listen to? Like, she's like, oh, Two Worlds Podcast.
She's writing us bad reviews, probably.
Yeah, probably.
All right. I'll start us off. I think I got a couple more than you.
Yeah.
I'll start off with last week's Absolute Wonder Woman 13, just because it was real good. It's by Kelly Thompson and uh, Mateus, maybe Bergara. But the guest art was like really fucking good. Huge fan of it. Like, man, if Hayden Sherman is off doing his Batman title, keep this person around, please.
Okay, I will.
Thanks. But she keeps fighting this like lightning creature who like won't talk to her. It's just and whenever the lightning creature's around, she just feels like deep, deep rage. And it's going around to all these like spots where big uh fights happened in like Greek mythology. And so her little team's doing research to find out more about it. And then she finds out that it's actually like an evil version of herself. So that should be fun because she's a real good fighter. She's going to be hard to take down, I think.
Now, is it just because this is like kind of the filler issues though because I wasn't it supposed to be Zatanna, the next villain?
Yeah, but on the whole time I'm reading this, I'm thinking, I bet Zatanna conjured this thing.
Yeah,
Who knows? But yeah, it's really good. I am gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
I got you. It'd be really funny if the absolute Zatanna always speaks backwards unless she's, doing a spell and it's normal.
Just like lightning.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know that LeBron meme where he goes,
Yeah,
I love that meme. It's so stupid.
it is. All right, so Runaways, issue 5 by Rainbow Rowell and Elena Casagrande on the art, with Roberto Ingranata also. So Doombot's like, I'm gonna go see Daddy Doom, my double D. He's flying away while all these other angry Doombots are just gonna try to kill the Runaways, which I don't ever remember them calling themselves the Runaways. And in this issue, they call themselves that like 3 times. I'm like, wait, Rainbow, when was this decided? Because I know it wasn't before this. Come on.
What are we? Some kind of runaways?
Yeah. They're like, no one stops the Runaways. It's like, first off, guys, that's a terrible, like, it works for the book, but that's a terrible group name. Come
It
on.
is. It's so bad.
But so like they figure out how, or they haven't figured out, but Nico's magic is working again when she's holding hands with Gert or just touching Gert. So they're able to do magic that way, and then
What
they all
happened to her cool staff?
she if I'm like it happened in Rainbow's last run, I think. So they had the little Giborium guy, and she gave it to him because they had to have a sacrifice because that's the only thing he eats is sacrifice. So she's like, I don't really like my magic because I gotta cut myself to pop it out, and because like the and like except the one time when she was on her period and it was able to come out that way. Like they didn't actively say that, but it was like it's like you're not bleeding though. She's like, it's that time.
Oh my gosh. All right.
But yeah, so I think she gave it up to him, but then now she's like, oh yeah, doing my cool. But then Doombot sees like, oh, this is what happened, and then he somehow gets because like, I guess Doctor Doom lost apparently in the big event. I was like, I thought this was gonna be the status quo for forever. Like, he was gonna be the head of Marvel from now on, but apparently not. And so Doombot got back to them really quick, and he was like, I'm helping. And then they won. And next they're like, the book's over. Marvel's gonna come out with another one someday, probably. Until then, Nico's gonna be in Strange Tales, issue 1, where she's got her staff again, because the person writing this did not read Runaways.
Boy, I
Because,
wish it said all that.
yeah, there she is with her staff.
Maybe that means she'll be in Sorcerer Supreme.
She might. I mean, it's like it's kind of funny because she's not a good magician because she never was taught anything, and she was like, there was like one part where they're like in the last issue, they're like, well, Nico, why you taught kids how to do magic at Strange Academy? She's like, no, I just taught them not how to not die. So yeah, I mean
Well,
it's
she's there with Scarlet Witch in that Strange Tales cover. Maybe Wanda will help her out.
it's like well, I'm just like, well, just be born really powerful. That's what I do. It's not a skill thing. Come on. Um, so yeah, I'm probably at like a 7.5, 8. It was fine. It's one of those books where I'm like, I think I might be outgrowing it, sadly, because I like all the characters, but you know.
Mhm. All right, The Mortal Thor #3 by Al Ewing and Pascal Ferry on the art. It was pretty dope. He had like Sigurd has a dream where he talks to Thor a little bit. And anyway, then he gets a job at this construction site. He's being a steel worker, and the Serpent Society shows up trying to kill him, and he bites him. That's pretty cool. And again, it's like he's like, I'm knocking out the bad guys when he's just throwing a hammer through their fucking
Yeah.
skull. It's like, Jesus Christ. I think it's funny that they haven't touched on that. They're just like, oh no, they're fine.
I mean, maybe Al Ewing's like he's got the Lucille Bluth moment where he's like, how bad could someone be hitting her with a face with a hammer be? Knocked out?
Right? That's exactly what it is. But yeah, then the little like trickster that's been around Thor these first three issues gets paid a visit by Daddy Odin himself on the final page. And he's like, satisfy my curiosity, tell Odin what exactly you're up to this time, and pray I enjoy the tale. So pretty cool because I mean we haven't seen Odin since he died, and then his spirit was inside Mjolnir in Donnie's run. I think it was Donnie's run.
Yeah.
So curious how Al Ewing is going to explain that. But yeah, I like it a lot, man. Like Al is killing it on Thor. So gonna give
Yeah.
it a 9.
I got a question because I've been thinking about this a lot because you were talking about how Al said he had this planned out in like three parts. What if the third part, because you said Donnie Blake is playing a role. What if the third part is Thor and Donald Blake back together?
I think it just depends on the writer.
Yeah. So I'm like, that could be really cool and could make Thor more interesting for normal people, but at the same time, it's like it's also nothing like the movies, and I think that makes him way less interesting for the normal people. So I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really love it that much. Because it's like I don't really want to read about Dr. Blake.
Yeah, no, I get that. My whole thing with it though is like I like superheroes having a secret identity. Like that's, it's like I wish, wasn't a doctor or something more interesting, but
I mean, I do too, but I like Thor because it's just a fantasy book.
yeah, no, I get
So
that too.
I don't need it with this one,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. I mean, I really liked when Donnie brought him back and he was just some crazy part of Thor's imagination. Like that was
Yeah.
interesting.
hmm Alrighty, so Imperial by Jonathan Hickman, Ivan Coelho, and Federico Vincentini on the art. And yeah, there's some cool shit that happens here. You'd probably like it. Like Ronan the Accuser fights Super Skrull,
No, nice.
which is pretty neat.
I'm sure Super Scroll gets his ass kicked like normal.
Now he doesn't get his ass kicked, but they do a big old fight and stuff, and lots of action in this issue. Uh, I turned mic out back on too soon, but yeah. So like they do the big thing. Like I said, I didn't read the last issue, so I was like a little lost in some of the stuff that was going on, but it was pretty cool. The kind of a mess at times with the art, but yeah, Hulk fights them, and Nova's like the only one that wants to do the right thing. And yeah, it kind of leads up to these new books that are coming out.
Which
So it's like
ones?
um the Nova Planet She-Hulk, I'm assuming, and then the Black Panther Intergalactic, and then there's a Wiccan one, but I don't think the Wiccan one's gonna have that much to do with it because he kind of got kicked off. They are doing like it looked like Young Avengers shit towards the end, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't really care about the Inhumans and that they had a big role in this, so it's like, boy, I don't give a shit. But the other characters are cool, so 7. 7.
Seven. All right, Ghost Spider number 3. It's by Stephanie Phillips and Paulo Villanelli. I like it. It's cool. You get a little bit more with this new symbiote that's popping up. And then also Agent Anti-Venom. Flash Thompson shows up because he's hunting this new symbiote for the government, and he wants to team up with Spider Gwen to do it. But in the like towards the end of this issue, that symbiote leaves the person that it was on and takes over Gwen's boyfriend. I was blank on his name, Black Tarantula. So, you know, Flash shows up and starts shooting him, and Gwen's like, "No, stop!" And he's like, "We got to team up to take it down." So
She's like, no, just stop shooting my boyfriend. He's like standing on top, just shooting him.
he reloads and
Yeah.
continues. But
Wait, you're right. Here's a gun. Join me.
I've been digging it though. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Noise. I just got our two but books.
All right, on to Black Cat number 3. It's by G. Willow Wilson and Gleb Melnikov. I'm like Casey. I'm getting real tired of the fourth wall breaking. So yeah, this is when things started to get pretty wild. It's like, Jesus Christ, why are we doing this? Dude,
Yeah.
G. Willow Wilson's writing Poison Ivy, and that book is fucking awesome. And then we get things are getting zany over here, looking me right in the eyes. It's like, you're better than this.
Might be editorial. They might be like, ah, let's upper make her a little bit more Deadpool-y. Marvel editorial is saying that shit.
Yeah, I guess so. It's stupid though. But I mean, like, what's happening is interesting, and when she's not breaking the fourth wall, I think she's an enjoyable character. Um, yeah, and then towards the end, she fights Sandman, gets kind of destroyed, and then Sandman brings her to Tombstone since they're all teaming up, and it kind of ends on the hood being taken off, and she's sitting there in front of Tombstone. So we'll see what happens. But man, I think I've only got another couple issues left of that shit if she
Hmm.
keeps it up. All right, you choose the order.
What did you rate that one?
Oh, 6.
All right. I'll do Batman and Robin Year One, issue 12 first by Mark Waid and old Chris Samney together. What did you think, man?
I loved it, dude.
Yeah,
I thought it wrapped up nicely. I like everything that happened in it. Like it was just a really good book.
yeah. I have one part that I didn't really care much for, but the art's amazing, and
Hmm.
Mark does a good job of writing everybody, except for like again, I'll talk. Everything was really good except for like the end when like Commissioner Gordon has all the press people over, and then Batman and Robin show up, just be like, "Hey, here I am with my new outfit and this little kid that's working with me now who's in bright colors. Make sure you get a good picture and you can write about it, okay? So all of my villains know I have a target with me at all times
Hmm.
and a plane." And it's like, that was stupid.
Yeah, I mean it didn't really bother me. That's just kind of how Mark leans into that stuff, I think.
Yeah, I know Mark's listening. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but Mark, that was stupid. Otherwise, I liked it a lot. Samney's art's so good.
Yeah, I mean I think he is a top 10 in the industry like currently.
Hmm. So I don't know, man. I'm probably at like a 9 for it. It would have been a 10, but that ending annoyed me, like I said.
I have no complaints. I'm gonna give it a 10 in my pick of the week.
It's still probably my pick of the week, probably. I like this other book too, but I probably like that one more.
Mhm. Speaking of that other book, it's Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, number 10 by Jeff Loeb and Matteo Scalera, which, by the way, Matteo Scalera, what a treat to have his
Hmm.
artwork in this book. It was fucking awesome.
It was, but really quick, I'm going to talk about my one of my least favorite things.
The
Come on.
guns,
Yeah, come on.
yeah.
I know they're not, proper guns, but like, boy, I think Batman has a very specific rule of no guns.
Yeah, read this book right here,
Yeah.
and where Robin, makes a big stink about it. Um, I thought that too while reading it, but after reading Hush 2, it's like not that surprising that it's in here.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. Like, my one thing with this though is that kind of bothers me with this book. And it's just in general, it's one of the things I really liked about the first Long Halloween was how it ended with Gilda, going away. And that was it. And we don't, and like the revisiting, bringing her back into it with that one, like one shot that they did, and then this one, it kind of hurts the ending of the Long Halloween to me. But otherwise, I liked it. I like the way they're all written and everything. I think this one kind of had another moment though where no, it didn't. Never mind. Yeah, I liked all that, and I liked how it ended because it ended kind of like how the original one began with the I believe in Jim Gordon. I believe in Rob. He doesn't say Robin in the first one, but he's like I believe in Gotham.
Mhm.
So so yeah, I for the most part I liked it. I think it's probably the weakest of the three though.
The three? What do you mean?
Well, because like I would say this is like in the Long Halloween trilogy because like Dark Victory would be the second one,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
and
agree with you. The only thing is like normally when a sequel comes out, it's just total dog shit.
hmm
And thankfully this wasn't. Like
yeah,
anybody could read this and be like, had a good time with that.
yep. I would say like if we're gonna go with we're gonna talk meme talk. Long Halloween, the original one, is like the flaming horse. That's like the best version. Dark Victory is like it would be a good horse, but not quite as good. And this one's like the hand-drawn horse. It's like, yeah, that's good.
Hmm.
You know.
Yep, totally agree. Also, I hope that Matteo Scalera draws another Batman book sometime soon.
Yeah.
Just damn, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and not to shit on the one book, but there was like only one artist in this whole thing that I'm like, I did not care for that. And it was the one that made Penguin. Like, remember that one that had like Penguin, like just the extra sharp teeth, like really Danny DeVito it up, and yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea at all.
Yeah, I agree. I like I don't know. Like all of it was good, but his Batman in particular, he did the cloak really well. The second to last page where he's standing there with like the cape and he's crossing his arms. You see what I'm talking about? He's standing in front
Yeah,
of the light. Like that was
yep,
just so good with the lighting. And then obviously the final pages too. So big
and
fan.
and just the way he like, and almost all the artists did this too, though. It's like they made it's their style, but in a way that also harkens back to Tim Sale.
Mm,
Like everyone did that in this whole run, but like he did it also really well. Maybe it's the colors. Maybe Dave Stewart's, you know, making it look more Tim Staley with his colors too. I don't know, but I
well,
do
Dave
think,
Stewart is a legendary colorist, so
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. So it's like, I mean, I think every artist that took this on were trying to, like I said, I'm assuming we're trying to make it look like their version of Tim Sale. We're keeping it their stuff, them, but still honoring him, and it worked.
Hmm.
Except for that, like I said, that one artist wasn't my cup of tea, but the rest of them all did great.
Yep, I agree. It's probably a nine, honestly.
Yeah, I'll probably put it at 8.5 since I had Batman and Robin year one at 9. because I still like it a lot, but you know, how would you rate this? The whole long Halloween, last Halloween?
I think an 8.
Yeah, I'd probably go 8.5, but I haven't read it all yet. But I'd probably go 8.5, 8.5, maybe 9.
Yeah,
Is that gonna be a book that you're gonna be selling at Halloween's from here on out? But guys, you don't need another Halloween book after this, because I got
it's the last one.
the last one. It comes with a gun and one bullet too.
Anyway,
What are you excited about, man?
I'm excited for Batman. I'm excited for the DC KO Night Fight and JSA because he's starting their year one shit, but the first one is Hour Man and Sandman, so I'm ready for
Oh,
that.
nice. Godzilla. I'm trying to find. I'll go Minor Arcana
Yeah,
and Planet She-Hulk. Might suck, but who knows? But it kind of leads in well. We're finishing off our Trinity for best. We might go to Image next. We get their Trinity of Savage Dragon, Spawn, and I don't
I
know
won't be able to contribute to
who'd
that
be
at all.
their third one in this the Image Trinity. Oh, Invincible. There we go. But but the four best Hulk moments, like ones that you like, ones you think about, all that.
Um, so I don't know if your first one is this. I don't think it's the same one. As everybody knows, I have not read a lot of Hulk, like hardly at all. Um, but the first Avengers movie where he just grabs Loki and starts beating the shit out of him, throwing him around.
Yeah.
That's up there for me. Um, I'm just gonna say Planet Hulk. I think that's the best Hulk ever. Um, take that, with a grain of salt since I haven't read that much, but I feel like it's pretty universally well liked by Hulk fans. And let's see. I guess I have to mention the current one. I know Casey's not that hot on it, but I love the horror take on it, and it's been a lot of fun. And I liked Hulk a lot in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon. Thought he was good.
Yeah. Alrighty. So my first, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to I was also gonna give an honorable mention to Planet Hulk, but since you beat me to it, but in the first Avengers movie, when they're all talking about what to do, and he's like, that's the thing. I'm always angry, and he transforms really quick. That was a pretty sweet scene.
Absolutely.
So in the old Hulk cartoon from the one from the 90s when they had like all those, all the different heroes got cartoons, this is like one of there's two scenes I remember from that show. One, like Hulk had to like stay angry because if he calmed down, he was gonna die. And so Ghost Rider and Doc Samson were just trying to beat the shit out of him. And Doc, Ghost Rider is actually just trying to kill him. But Doc is like, he's like, oh yeah. So like he goes there and blasts him, and then Doc Samson picks up a train and smashes him with it. Ghost Rider's like, yeah, we got him. And then it's like, no, he's gonna come back. He comes back, but then the other one, Hulk's like with this little kid, and the little kid's like, hey, you're the guy that's next on the side of my green bean cans. And Hulk's like, oh, it just made me laugh.
Oh, that's great.
And then so Immortal Hulk, I'm not the biggest fan, but I found the thing the actual scene because people always post this on Twitter. Every time I see it on Twitter, I like it. They changed up the Devil Hulk a whole bunch. But there's a part when the Devil Hulk is talking to Bruce in his head, and he looks, yeah, he's looking at him all pissed off. He's like, I know you locked me away for years. I know I scare you. What I do, what I am, but before any of the others, I was there protecting you. I'll always protect you because I love you, you stupid kid. Somebody had to. And then like they touch hands and they become, he actually lets them have control. I like that scene, even though it's like the Devil Hulk's like regular Hulk is like Bruce as a kid. It's basically the way it's supposed to be, how I remember. It's like that's Bruce's just childlike mind, and all that shit's coming out that way. Devil Hulk was like supposed to be more like if Bruce was more like his dad. That's how it was originally done. So it's like fucking evil, bad person. And so like Al Ewing changed all that up and made Devil Hulk more likable, which I'm like, I don't really care much for that personally, but that was still really cool.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna save my one for last, but every time I'm in the shower and my stuff fogs up, there's a scene in the Eric Bana Hulk movie that we'll talk about one day where he's like, it's all a dream too. This isn't even like it was always in the trailers, and every time I'm like, this is fucking awesome. It's like well directed scene. He like is he's like kind of like wipes off the steam, and it's like Hulk's the one wiping it off with them, and it's like and the thing, and then after he's like wipes it all the way off, Hulk reaches through, grabs like puny human, and then he wakes up. That's the only time Hulk says puny human in the whole movie too. They had like all these toys that would talk, and like a lot of them said puny human. That's the only time it was in a dream sequence. And then lastly, it's the cover to Secret Wars issue 4. And it's one of the coolest covers.
I already know
But
this one.
yeah, beneath 150 billion tons stands the Hulk, and he's not happy. And
Hmm.
it's awesome.
Yep. Classic cover.
Yeah. So let us know down below, guys. What are some of your favorite Hulk moments? Maybe it's when the multiple times he beat the crap out of old Wolverine, or maybe it's the another really fun one was when he beat up when him and he was Gray Hulk and he beat up on old Ben Grimm. Like they had a really fucking awesome fight when the weird Ben Grimm that's in the Fantastic Four that I'm trying to get all of. They had a big fight in that series and it was pretty sweet.
Now that you mentioned it, an honorable mention for me would be that Hulk versus DVD
Oh yeah.
where he
Yeah, it
fights
was
Wolverine
and Thor too.
and Thor. Yeah, that has one of my favorite lines because he's like, you want the hammer, you can have its thunder, and then hits him. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good stuff. That's real good stuff.
And then I'll say this too. At a 90 cents, Hulk had one of the coolest costumes. When he was War Hulk, look it up for those of you that don't know what War Hulk looks like. It's
It
fucking
is real
rad.
cool. It is real cool.
So yeah, let us know down below. And well, let's just say if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'll be War Hulk, and me and Jake will both be War Hulk. One of us will be on the other one's shoulders. If it gets, I don't know, 20,000, Jake will be on my shoulders. If it gets 25,000, I'll be on his shoulders.
Can't wait to see which it is. All right, guys. That is the end of the episode. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week with another one. We'd love to stay and chat, but Casey's got to try to fucking kill me for another Sunday in a row. So we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Worlds Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Worlds Pod, on Twitter at two_worlds_PC, and on Facebook at facebook.com/twoworldspodcast. You can email us with any questions or comments at twoworldspodcast@gmail.com, and if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Two Worlds Podcast on YouTube.